I remember seeing Michaela got cut, which of course, my spidey senses was like, okay, what happened? Did this really happen again? It
Hey,
just shows how Black women of color, have to work twice as hard to have the same standard that white women do.
These groups are really trying to keep women of color out of their organizations. And I think looking at the stats and the figures and even the makeup of the organizations can tell you that story pretty clearly.
The fact that Michaela was dropped from Rush, I didn't really know what to make of it. Honestly, I kind of felt like being biracial in 2021 seemed like that should have been a selling point.
Racism at this institution.
all right, that was it. It's not no more episodes to that.
When Nature Boy started, people viewed him favorably.
Everybody here met on social media and we all came together and brought our resources together. We had people coming in from everywhere. I'm thinking like, oh, this is a real movement. We actually out here in nature to show the world who black people are. He said we should stop
I
fighting
don't smoke.
the
I'm
system
hungry.
altogether. Let's leave.
It was beautiful sceneries, beautiful pictures. I couldn't have had a better experience. But then there was this one day we got deported from Costa Rica.
Immigration, it was a prison. Say so they beat our ass like animals. Get back to our so-called owners, the United States of America.
We didn't really know what's gonna happen. What next?
My work is not
I'm sorry for eating on here because I know y'all don't like seeing me eat, but I'm hungry.
things.
Just said I don't smoke. Get away from me.
It became verbal abuse, sexual abuse, physical and spiritual abuse.
He was saying, I'm cheap. Now I'm the Messiah.
I wanted to shine light on what was happening. This is a cult.
This is our cult. I'm the cult leader. I'm Nature Boy.
I never imagined in a million years that it would culminate into what it eventually culminated into.
I grew up in a Christian home. My family made sure that we were always involved in like a lot of different activities, sports. They used to take us to Disneyland and Disney World. But I always felt kind of different. I didn't have this idea of what my career would be or who what I wanted to do with my life.
Nature Boy was trying to attract new members by playing victim. It was an advertisement to join the cult and to fight the establishment.
We at the border, get immigration. We ain't breaking no laws. I believe in going to the tropics. What you gonna be?
What I saw on
I would
social
have never
media
thought
was
him
like
like this.
a lot of things about us fighting against
No,
the system.
you sit up there keep asking me what you smoking. Like,
That
what is that?
at the time they were actually staying in Texas.
Hold on real quick. We are not staying in the northern hemisphere. I'm letting you know, melanation is leaving. You better leave too. You better dip.
I got a message from one of the members of the group who called me on video chat, and Nature Boy got in the frame of the camera and he was like, "When are you coming out here?" "Yeah, we're about to leave out soon. We're headed to Belize. Are you coming? You coming? You got to come now." So I left, turned off my phone, and
People who have too much
I think
info.
I blocked all my family members' numbers, and I just got on the flight to Texas.
It's not a game. You heard? Look, let's pull it out. We got room too. 8-person tent right here.
We were buying like solar panels and tents and everything that we would need to live in Belize. And then we drove through Mexico to get to Belize.
I would never did no shit like this.
The only thing that's stopping you is you. And here we are in beautiful Belize. Doesn't matter what part it is. Here we are.
We're going to the rivers. You know, he's taking us to these beautiful places. This is what he was projecting to the public. So this is what the public was looking at from the outside. Come join me. We're living off the grid. It just felt like, okay, we're building something. We're building onto something. It really felt like utopia to me. It was never a utopia. It was always shady from day one. It was just these stories didn't get out to the public until later. Nature Boy wanted complete control over what goes on in that group's surroundings, and he wanted control over the women.
I would never put a woman in place. A man is for power. Man power. A woman's job within that realm of a woman's jobs would be to nurse and nurture the agenda of those rules.
In Belize, when we first got there, he told us we weren't allowed to be single as a woman. As a male, you could, but as a woman, you had to be with someone. Nature Boy started controlling who gets to be with who, control over their movements, control over the finances, just control over every aspect of their life. I remember Nature Boy saying, like, what is a boyfriend? What is a girlfriend? Like, we're not kids. We're not boys and girls. Like, if you're going to be with somebody, then that should be your wife or that should be your husband. So
They
he
hate
told me, he's like, well, there's this guy that's into you, and I think, like, you guys should try it out. It was weird. It was like we had, like, this mini marriage ceremony. And everybody clapped and celebrated. And I'd never talked to him ever. Like, we never even had a conversation. After that little ceremony, we went outside and we talked to each other for the first time. Nate,
Hold on.
What the fuck do you keep saying that for, bruh? Like, leave me alone.
Nature Boy was the one that made the decision on whether or not these men could establish relationships with these women, and he controlled every facet. He was touting, we want to build tribes here. I want my men to have multiple wives like me.
marriage wasn't legal, in the cult. It was just, if you say you're married, you are, and the next day, if you say you're not, you're not. For the woman, it was all of, it was like you were basically in submission to that man 100%. Whatever he wanted you to do, you did it. I was still a virgin. One of the guys that I was with, because I wasn't having sex with him, he would just like jerk off in the middle of the night and ejaculate all over me. Because we were sleeping in tents. I woke up and like I had been like attacked by ants because I had that all over me. Meeting Omek for the first time was one of the most beautiful experiences I've ever had in my life. These reflections. I couldn't have had a better experience. It was a 9-month time span that Omek and I were together. First beginning of it, first 3 months were great. The reason why me and Omek did not last was because of the influence of Nature Boy. There was a lot of manipulation that was going on amongst couples, him trying to separate couples. One day, me and Omek got into a huge argument. Nature Boy talked to me. It was, Omek doesn't love you. He doesn't want to be with you. You shouldn't be with him. You're smarter than him. You can do better. You should get out of this relationship now. So me and Omek finally ended our relationship. And I told Nature Boy I wanted to, do my own thing. But Nature Boy was not having it. So he love bombed me and love bombed me and love bombed me. Every time a conversation happened between Nature Boy and I, it was very enlightening. There was a huge thing about him being God and our higher self. So I'm thinking like maybe this is the next level up in a relationship. Maybe this is the person that I'm supposed to be with. So I choose. I'm like, yeah, I want to be with you. Cool. Like, let's see what happens.
These bitches is delusional as hell.
He immediately wanted to get me pregnant. He immediately made me queen of carbonation.
Reflex. Who are we? Combination. Who am I? The Honorable Master Teacher Nature Boy.
Who am I? We were all puppets in this video.
Where do you come from? The highest frequency of the sun.
He fussed at every single person in this video to do it and to get it right.
I love myself.
But he would have us standing out here in the sun for hours and hours. After it was all over, he scolded me so much because he felt like I didn't have enough confidence in the video and that should have sounded more sure. But this is not my energy. There was a lot of things I didn't want to do as Chief this. And he would argue with me in front of everybody. Nature Boy's definition wasn't the real definition of what a queen is or what a chiefess is. He was big on me creating a space for him to be intimate with all of these women, whether he was with them or not. He wanted me to be a brothel manager.
Mm-mm.
Any woman that demands monogamy is against nature, and she is a devil and a demon.
Nature
Yeah,
Boy used his relationship with Velvet. Me and Velvet were very close when I first met her. They invited me to their tent one night to watch a movie. Like I was laying next to Velvet and Nature Boy was on the other side of her. And everything was pretty normal. And then all of a sudden, like, he shifted the energy. He wanted to have sex with me to break my virginity. And he wanted her to be there and basically hold my hand through it. she immediately was just like, no, like, I don't want to do that. And he told her, like, you're gonna do it. And he made her hold my hand through the whole thing. Every time having sex with Nature Boy was coercion. It was never like, yeah, I want to have sex with you.
This is
I
not
never
good.
said stop or no, but it was very uncomfortable.
This is not okay.
I don't think that anybody ever could say no to Nature Boy. That's not a thing.
Let me just go look this fast. They didn't already brought the shit. She didn't even tell me that they brought it.
How I would describe what happened to me is like false advertisement. I thought I was joining a group that shared the same ideals as me. I continued to watch video after video, video after video, to the point where I decided that I wanted to act on it. Their experience definitely contributed to me going into the cult because of the need for brotherhood, the need to belong to some type of a mission.
The day we were leaving Belize, we actually picked up Aaron from the airport. And when I saw Aaron, I was like, that's my husband. Like, that's who I'm supposed to be with. But I didn't know how to, like, say that because, like, I'm in a relationship. And I'm like, how am I going to explain that I don't really want to be with this guy? Like, I don't want to be your wife because I want to be his wife.
They are there.
Taking in the sights of being in the tropics for the first time, and we're just driving. And we ended up in Mexico. And that's when things started to escalate.
Peace Reflections. Told you I'll take you on a tour of the new spot.
We were living in this house, just a lot of nature around us. We slept in tents, but we had this big house to cook in. They had a studio in there, which we recorded music.
Birds.
A couple days into us being there, Aaron said that he was attracted to me. Eligio's like, okay, basically you guys can be together. And we were together ever since that moment.
Peace and love, Reflections. Welcome back. Day-to-day life in Carbonation was content creation. Nature Boy encouraged me and everybody else to regurgitate, reiterate verbatimly what he was teaching us. That the most honorable prophet, Eligio the Christ, teaches us.
It teaches us that love is understanding. Love is understanding.
Love is understanding.
Love is understanding. That's what the unk mean.
There's something about the human mind that it tends to absorb what it hears over and over and over and over and over again. So going online, astrology is the mechanics
of consciousness.
Posting these things, saying these things, it makes your mind highly receptive to the teachings because that's all you hear.
Here, Peace Reflection.
Once you start saying all these things on social media, it's like, this is my identity now.
Nature Boy is just one of the latest installments of a figure who has showed its face for centuries.
Jim Jones's hypnotic hold over his followers was more pervasive than originally thought. An individual's ability to control minds can result in the most unspeakable human catastrophe.
It's Cult Leader 101. Jim Jones, Charles Manson, David Berg. So many cult leaders use the same strategy. I'm God, you should listen to me. I'm your salvation.
The members of the People's Temple lived in the San Francisco area before making the fatal move to Jonestown.
Jim Jones led over 900 of his followers into the mass suicide.
Cults don't want you to think. They want you to quickly reach conclusions that are congruent with the cult agenda.
Carbonation is the group that tried to frame themselves off of, the Jim Joneses and the Charles Mansons and just kind of reframed it through a lens of false spirituality and just to attract more young people with things that sounded really good.
Nature Boy's following grew. He hit corners all over the United States.
Jamaica.
No, they just keep doing stupid shit.
100 to 200,000.
Just from everywhere. Australia, Canada. So he was in Florida.